Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, a long while, but yay, we're back. And I just want to appreciate everyone that has subscribed to the channel. Like, there are quite a number of you that just newly joined, and I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. When I was away, I got quite a number of questions. You guys reached out to me both on this channel and on my Instagram page, and I just compiled, all the questions, and I'll be answering them on this video. So if that's something you are interested in, or if you left a question for me, then do keep watching. So let's start. The first question says, I have HND certificate and I want to do my master's in Dublin, Ireland. Good. I don't know if I can see any college that would accept the certificate for master's. This ultimately depends on the school and the program that you're applying to. The truth is, every school have their own requirements. So I'd advise, go through the program on the school's websites that you're interested in and find out the requirements as well. And if a HND is acceptable for a master's program, then you can go ahead and apply. Some schools might accept that as a basis for their master's. I don't know any school that does that, but I'm sure if this is your situation, check on the school. There's nothing wrong with doing your own research, search on the website or send them an email. So I'll leave a link to a website that basically contains all the programs that you can apply to as an international student. It has the name of the courses that the school is offering, and then it contains an email address for either the admissions office or someone that is in charge of taking inquiries about admission. So you can always send an email to that address and hopefully you would get a response from them. So moving on, number 2 says, can you help me with the list of schools to check out for masters? Yes, I'll leave a link to that site just as I mentioned earlier, and you'll be able to get all the list of schools and the courses that they offer that you can apply as an international student. So the next question says, how to check how many seats are available for international students. Like, I don't know why you want to know how many seats are available for international students. Your job is to put out the application when the window or at the time that applications are open. Just put out an application. If you want to ask the school themselves, fine, but I'm in no position to know how many seats are available, or I don't know a way of finding out how many seats are available for international students aside approaching the school themselves and asking them that question. The next question says, how to apply for offer letter to Ireland universities. Guys, I have a video here. I'll also either leave it up here, I don't know where they put that, but I'll leave a link to it in the description box as well. I have a video here, how to apply to schools, so go ahead and watch it and you'll find a detailed explanation and the process of applying to a university and getting an offer. Of course, an offer depends on your application and you meeting up with the requirements that has been stated for that particular course. The next one says, hello, I will need you to help me out. I want to study masters in supply chain management. If you want to study a master's in supply chain management, go to the website that I'll be putting down in the description bar. Search for the schools that offer supply chain management and then put out an application to those schools and wait for an admission. Can my dependent, in bracket husband, work while I study in Ireland? No. As an international student studying a bachelor's or a master's degree, you cannot bring in any dependent, your children or your husband. You cannot. So yeah, that's it. Can I bring dried fish? Yes, you can bring dried fish, you can bring crayfish. Do universities in Ireland require application fee? Some may, some do, some don't. So it just depends on the school. So of course, you wouldn't know until you go searching for your particular course in that school and seeing if an application fee is part of their requirement. Please, I want to ask, how much is accommodation? Guys, it depends on a number of factors. Location, of course, Dublin is more expensive than other counties. The further away it is from like Dublin being the hub, being the capital and all of that, like obviously further away from the main city is going to be less expensive, but Dublin is more expensive. But I'd say, budget from 700 to, upwards of 700 euros per month for your accommodation. Please, aside transcripts and degree certificates, do you legalize and authenticate any other documents for master's degree? Guys, I don't do any of that. All I'm doing is just providing you with the right information that you need if you're moving to Ireland to study, to live, career advice, at least based on my own understanding and experience. I don't do that basically. So no, I don't legalize or authenticate any documents. Please, I'm not a legal entity or anything like that. So yeah. How soon can an international student be joined with his family in Ireland? So your family can join you once you get either your critical skill employment permit or the general employment permit. For the critical skill employment permit, your family can join you immediately you get that visa. And for the general employment permit, your family can join you after a year that you've been on that visa. So yeah. And just to clarify, your family means your spouse and your children. That is what is considered as the family that can join you. I had a question with regard to my profile. I'm not from a technology background and my academics are in communication. The prerequisites are generally asked from the colleges as mentioned in your video. Do the colleges consider applications from non-technical and arts background? Yes, guys. People transition into tech from different fields. All you have to do is make sure that there are things that you're doing currently that shows that you're interested in that field. Have you taken some online courses? Have you done some work in the tech field, however little it may be? And you have to express that in your statement of purpose or your personal statement when you're writing to the school. So those are the ways that you can express to the school that, hey, I know I'm from an arts background or from a business background or from whatever background, and I am interested and passionate about transitioning into the technical field or whatever field it is. And here are the things that I've done, and here are the things that I'm still doing, and this is why, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. What part-time job can an engineering student apply for? To be honest, any job that you have the skills for, home care, that is the rave of the moment. Of course, there are the menial jobs that you can do. You can work in a warehouse, you can go in a fruits factory or whatever to package fruits and all of that. You can work in different places. You can work in a retail store, you can work as a kitchen porter, different things. But of course, if you're looking for more like professional jobs that you want to do part-time, of course you have to have the skills for that particular job. And there are jobs as well, part-time jobs available, so you can apply to those, and if you get, you can work. Just to mention, guys, I started an Instagram page last year. I'll leave the name here, and I'll also leave a link to the Instagram page in the description box. Sometimes when you send messages to me on my personal Instagram page, like it gets mixed up and lost in the other, personal Instagram messages that I get. So please do send your messages concerning, moving to Ireland and anything related to that to that page. I manage the page personally. I'll see your questions and I'll send a reply to you. And yeah, I'm trying to build a community for all of us here that are moving to Ireland or that have moved to Ireland as international students, a way to network, to connect, and to help each other, have a smooth transition, as immigrants in this country. So Does Ireland give post-study work visa? Yes, Ireland does. You get 2 years post-study work visa after your master's program. So yeah. Is proof of English compulsory? Yes, it is. Some schools ask for it at the point of application. Some don't, but definitely you will need it at the point of visa application. So yes, you do need to write an English test. Please make a video on the visa process, full details, how to apply from Nigeria. Okay, I will. I need your advice. I want to relocate to Ireland. What do I need? Guys, I'll make a video on the different paths that you can move to Ireland. And I'd say majorly study and work. There are quite a number of people that have moved from Nigeria that got jobs directly from there. And of course, the normal study route. So, pick the one that you can and move. This one says, I need your advice. I want to relocate to Ireland. What do I need? You either need to come through the study route or you get a job from Nigeria. It's possible. So yeah. Of course, there are other routes that you can come in, marriage to an Irish citizen and others. I will make a dedicated video for that. So do look out for that. Yeah, but generally, study and work. Are there schools we can apply to for free? Yeah, there are schools that do not request for an application fee. Please, what is the difference between studying masters in a college and university in Ireland? Guys, here in Ireland, there's really not much difference, to be honest, or I can say there isn't any difference. Aside the fact that, of course, universities are usually larger than colleges and universities offer more courses than colleges. But generally, studying a master's in either, you would come out with the same degree. Your master's is classed as level 9, whether it be from a college, from an institute of technology, from a university, you're all on level 9. So please, what is the procedure for applying for student visa? Guys, I'll make a dedicated video for that. But generally, pay your fees, get your documents, references, sponsorship letters, your transcript, your CV, and all of that, statement of purpose, all that, and, make the application. So yeah, I'll make a dedicated video on the visa application process. Do you know if I can study medicine as an undergraduate there? Yes, you can. Please, can undergraduates come along with spouse? No. So do you know any credible agency that assists individuals who want to apply for either work or study? I know for study, I don't know for work. Did you use domiciliary accounts to pay your fees, or do you advise one should open it before relocation? I had a dom account like long before I thought of, moving to school. And yes, I used that account to pay my fees. How can I reach you guys? You can reach me through this Instagram page. Yes, send your questions, hit me up there. I'm available on there. Please, can you advise on the best medical insurance company to use for study in Ireland? I used Study Protect. That's the one I know. So yeah, but I'm sure there are quite a number. I would do a research on those and leave a list of those in the description bar. So please do check in the description bar. I will leave a list of others that I find. And which place is the cheapest and good area to live? I've not lived everywhere. I've only lived in Dublin and visited very few counties, to be honest. So all I know is Dublin is expensive. Rent is really expensive here, more expensive than other places. So yes, anywhere outside Dublin will be cheaper than Dublin. Yeah. Please, how much is 2-bedroom apartment? It depends on the location and other factors, but you can check daft.ie, rent.ie, and yeah, you can check those two places to have an idea of how much a 2-bedroom apartment costs. But I know someone who stays in a 2-bedroom and the person is paying 2,100 euros per month. Of course, this is a very nice new build and all of that. It might be cheaper somewhere else or in other parts, but yeah, that's the one that I know. What about those with kids? Can you go with your family when you want to study? Guys, no, you can only move with your family, and family means your spouse and your kids, only when you are coming here for a PhD program. Hi, please, can you do a video on things to pack to Ireland? Guys, I have a video already on that, so do check. I'll leave a link to that as well. Please, can you give me a guide on how to move to Ireland to study nursing with scholarship? It's the same process as applying for any course. But now when you say with scholarship, the first thing is to get an admission in a school. You need an admission in a school. You need an offer letter to apply for any scholarship. Secondly, you need to search out those scholarships. Thirdly, put out an application for those scholarships. Hi, Angela. Got admission for MSc in cybersecurity in Dublin. Yay! Congrats there. But I'm really finding it hard to get accommodation. Ireland is known to have an accommodation problem, accommodation crisis. It is hard. I'd make a video on how to find accommodation here in Ireland, but you can as well check daft.ie, rent.ie. I'll also leave a list of some of these places and student accommodations. The next question says, and I'll just put them together, can you please explain the process to getting admission from the school if you are applying yourself? And please, can I have link to apply to some schools in Ireland? Yes, you can apply by yourself. It's the same process. Decide the course you want to study. Go to that website that I said I'll be leaving a link to, that contains all the list of eligible courses that you can apply as an international student, and find out the schools that offer that particular course that you have decided to study, and then send out applications to those schools. The requirements and everything that you need to meet up for that particular course will be stated on the website. You can send emails to the admission office if there's any situation that you want to clarify. And yeah, are there great career opportunities for health related courses too in Ireland, specifically public health? Yes, there are great career opportunities in Ireland. Ireland needs a lot of healthcare professionals. So yes, if you're looking to come here to study nursing or any health related course, yes, there are great career opportunities here for you. Do all schools in Ireland ask for IELTS? Like I said before, I think I've answered this question. You might not need it at a point of making an application to the school, but you will definitely need it when applying for your visa. And you can write IELTS or you can write PTE. Those are the two major ones that I know. So yeah. Do I pay full tuition fee before traveling? No, you don't have to. Some schools accept part payment while some would require full payment. So do contact the school and ask. And then the last question says, what did you study at BSc Computer Science? So yeah, guys, this brings me to the end of the Q&A. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach me on Ireland Students Guide on Instagram, and then you can reach me as well on this channel. Send me, leave your questions in the comment section and I'll try to answer them. So until my next video, guys, stay safe. Bye.